And here we have our first tank. It's a Czech tank called an IS-2, 1943. 4 people, 46 tons, 37 kilometers an hour with a maximum range of 240 kilometers. Having a howitzer gun. Next door, we have a half track, as they're known. A lightweight motorized Gunt 48. 5 people would man it, 9.53 tons, 72 kilometers an hour top speed, 320 kilometer an hour range. Probably the preferred choice in any attack. A T-55 medium tank. Amazing, they could do 500 kilometers in one tank of juice. Maximum speed of 50 kilometers an hour, 100mm gun. Here we have what looks like an amphibious. It is indeed a PT-76 amphibious with a crew of 3, 14 tons in weight. 240 horsepower V6 with a maximum speed of 44 kilometers an hour, 240 kilometer range, and whilst amphibious, it could manage up to 10 kilometers an hour. Another medium tank is the T-34 with an 85mm. Probably one of the most famous tanks. Apart from maybe the Panthers, but still, they're very famous. And the Shermans, etc. Next we have another motorized howitzer, 122mm. Amazing, they get these chunks of metal that go 60 kilometers an hour, 500-mile range, and we're talking about this is quite antiquated equipment. Here is another motorized howitzer. Here's an armored personnel carrier. Let's carry troops around. But also managing 60 kilometers an hour and over 500 kilometers of range. Here we have a also amphibious wheeled personnel carrier. Next to him, again amphibious, a BRDM armored reconnaissance vehicle. Small gun, 12mm, top speed of up to 90 kilometers an hour with a range of 500. They're still managing 8-9 kilometers an hour in water. A further amphibious vehicle, but this time with wheels, range of 750 kilometers and managing up to 100 kilometers an hour. Here is another wheeled personnel carrier, and finally one of the most famous designs, I think they call it the Duck, the BAV ZIL 485 amphibious, 510 kilometer range, 8-9 kilometers in water, top speed of 60 kilometers an hour. And there we go. And here we have Kubush. A replica of a very, simply made tank, or should we say armoured vehicle. Imagine these people, the brave Polish people, had to defend themselves against these mighty tanks that the Germans had built. Really, just respect and honour.